funded by the Rexon Foundation. Carl is our instructor. He is going to show us how to do vehicles today. So Carl, it's your forum now.
Hey guys, how are you?
Most people are muted.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna start right away. So I'm very happy to have you here today, guys. First of all, um, I know I didn't get a lot of homework from you guys, and I think I'm guilty because I was supposed to send you the homework a little bit sooner. But now, what I'm gonna do after each class, I'm gonna send you the homework to the chat and to the email, so that everybody will have time to draw or and or practice. Also, after the class, I'll be sending you the link. I don't know some of you got the link already, but I'm gonna share that link with the library and with you also. Um, it's gonna this is gonna be a place where you could put your homework and get drawing references in the future. And after each class, I'm gonna put the video online on my YouTube channel so that you can go back and practice all of that. And for home for the homeworks, you get the feedback straight to your email, and I will select 3 or 4 homeworks to review here online so that everybody can see and get an idea on how to make things a little better. So we're gonna start right away with the class. But even before, I'm gonna show you some works that I get, a few works that I got this week. So I think I'm gonna start with Cindy. I don't know if she's here today.
I'm here.
Cindy's here. Yes,
I'm here.
from
Okay,
Georgia.
Sandy. All right. So I love what you did overall. I like what you did overall. And even if you're using just one pencil, you can still make it more interesting. Just um focus on, for any line that you want to focus on, you just press a little harder on the pencil. So any line that
Okay.
you want, you just erase it, at the end of the drawing. So as you can see, what I did here, I just I did like a little symmetry right here because what happened, uh that part of it over here was a little bit off. So I fixed it a little bit, and I focus a little more on the detail on the eye, the eye on the left, on the right here.
Right. Yeah.
So yes, because in the original drawing I could barely see it. So I didn't change your work that much because I love it. Uh, The I love it. Overall, I love it. I just fixed the hand a little bit, as you can see here. And if you want, I think I shared with you guys a few drawings and references that I found online in regards to hand. So you can always check it out. And also, I mean, overall, I love the drawing. Great job. Great
Thank
job.
you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
May I interrupt, Carl?
Yes.
This is
I'm listening.
Xiaomi. I noticed that Sandra's painting has a background that's darker than white. I'm curious, Sandra, did you draw on a color piece of paper?
No, I just think it was the lighting.
Yeah,
When
it's
I,
Lighting. Okay.
probably the
yeah.
lighting. Yeah, it's probably the lighting.
Okay. Okay. So if you take a picture in a better lighting, the effect would be
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Great. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, it depends. Next time, what I will do, if you didn't have the time to fix the lighting, I could try to fix it myself, like so. See, I didn't do it this time because I was a little bit in a rush, but you don't need to worry about the lighting that much. The only thing you should worry about is, I mean, try to have uh, your camera a little bit like straight. So you put the paper on the table and try to stand in a very straight position and parallel to the drawing, and that should
Okay,
be it. And if you have a scanner, that would be better. That would be great too.
thank you.
All right,
There's another
love it.
tip I'm going to share. Sometimes if it's not avoidable that the shadow of the camera is caught in your picture, what I would do is I would take a larger picture with a larger margin so the shadow falls outside of the drawing. After I take that picture, I will crop the picture using the edit mode, and then the picture that was taken would be clean without the shadow. That
Mhm.
was my tip, but again, that requires some additional procedures of cropping the picture with the phone. Just to share.
Thank you.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Now I think I'm next is Ming
Yes,
Chen.
I'm here.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Okay. Uh, for what I can tell, I think you were trying to go for manga, right?
I'm not sure. I just
No, because
just like this kind of differences of the big eyes.
yes, I know. So, I mean, I was guessing this is what you were trying to go for. And question, you were trying to make the air. You wanted to go for a dark color or a light color?
Light just like that.
Oh, okay, light. Okay. So as you can see, I didn't change much, but except for the eye, and I just added a little bit of shadow. So as you can see, I added a little more details just to make it a little bit, more interesting. For the eye, you have, I mean, I know you're doing cartoon, but you have to make sure that it's a little bit, you have to make sure you apply some symmetry. But overall, I like what you did. And also, I'm gonna show you how I did it. So basically, what I did, I just added like some lines, just based on your
Yeah.
artwork, of course. And as you
Mm,
can see, this is the head. I started with the head, and I draw my markups, the guideline.
mm,
So from there, from that part, I know, okay, this is how big my eyes will be, and this is the distance, of course. And
mm.
after I did that, I added, let me think. All right, so we got the lines, of course. And after you erase the pencil line that you don't want, you get to that point right here.
Mm.
Okay. Now, I don't know. I like the way you use your pencil. So to make it a little bit more fun,
Mm.
what you can do if you have a black pen or a Sharpie marker, you can draw over the pencil lines just to make it pop a little bit more.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
But overall, mm-hmm.
I just drawing. I'm not quite I say know which where to put the dark color or something like that. I just draw.
I mean, I love it. Overall, you did great. You did
Thank
great.
you.
All right.
So this is Young Lee. I'm going to jump in. I noticed that the cow added some shadow under the feet of this person.
Yeah.
Is that the kind of shadow you're talking about, Pearl, or you're talking about the rest of the body?
I don't know this is one thing, and then I just don't know if I myself drawing. I don't know where to put the shadow. That's my problem.
I mean, that's fine. Me
Mm,
personally, the reason why I added the feet, this is me trying to imagine, okay, what the
mm,
bottom would look like. But if you're not drawing a feet, another thing you could do, I mean, to make it more interesting, you have your drawing, probably almost at the bottom of the paper, like so. So it would look something like this, right?
Mm.
Or if you want, you could add some like creative element just to make it pop a little more. Like maybe add a little some pumpkins on the right there, on the left, on
That's
the
right.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
But overall, it's great. You did great.
Thank you.
So I'm going to ask one more question related to Pearl's question.
Okay.
Suppose you don't really know where shadow should be. How
Mm.
do we imagine where shadow can be? Can we set a direction with an imaginary source of light so that we could put shadows in that proper way, Carl?
Yeah, there's a way you can do it. Like for example, in this situation, what I did, I
Mm.
had let's imagine like my light source was around this area, right?
Mm.
So as you can see, all that part will be light, but on the other side, as you can see, most of my shadows are casted on her left,
Mm.
on the left side.
Yeah,
So,
I noticed
mm-hmm.
the shadow is one of the feature of the cartooning.
Yes, and it gives it a little more character, or it makes it more interesting.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think in the future, maybe more learning and you will, you see, like naturally got, you see, know where to put the shadow.
So I guess is there a general rule or is there a preferable angle of lighting, Carl? For example, if generally it's more pleasant to have like a 45-degree angle of light source or 60
Well,
or
that
not.
it depends on what you try to create as a scene. It really depends, but most of the time, when let's say you have an object. Mm, Well, let me check here. Okay. So let's say I have this square, right? May just have, I'm gonna have a little bit of perspective right here. Okay. So mostly, most of the time, let's say you're working under the sun, so the light will be on top, right? In most cases. So the light will hit that area, but as you can see, that area is kind of covered, right? So
Mm.
your shadow will be around that area mostly. And since we have, so when the light is on one side, there's gonna be shadow on the opposite side, right? And that part will be a little bit darker, not much. So it depends on the angle basically, but most of the time the light is casted from the top. Now, let's say the light source will be on that side. So what will happen? And let's say we have a 45 angle 45-degree angle slightly from the in the back. So what will happen? You will have something like this.
Mm.
Mm. But after the class, I'm gonna send you a few reference drawing that you could practice so that you can
Okay.
understand a little bit of lighting using circles and triangle and rectangle.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Kathy. I don't know if she's
Yes,
here
how are
today.
you?
Hey,
Hi.
regarding your shading, right? So you were
Right.
you were using a pen and a pencil, right?
Well, actually, first of all, on the forehead, I tried to wipe that out because I was having a hard time trying to remove the bold marker. But what I used for the hair and a little shading was like a little bit of pale ink wash. Ink.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
And it's real thin paper. This is just a sketch pad. I have paper sketch pad, but it actually didn't bleed through. I was surprised.
Yes, it's surprising. Yeah. Yeah, because I know like these papers they're not friends with alcohol either. They're not friends with
Right.
alcohol either. But I mean for his forehead, I mean since you're doing like a little bit of cartoon, you could I mean you could still use um you, you know the color that you use for the outline, you could use the same right here.
Well, I did, and it looked so terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I was just so harsh, I guess, the way I did it. So, and this was interesting. This was just a photograph in a paper, but I actually was looking at the mouth and it looked like a cartoon. So that's
Yes.
the reason I did it.
Okay, okay. I mean, overall, you did great. It just, I think if you focus a little more, I mean, I understand what happened to you. I understand. I mean, you were consciously thinking about the thickness of the paper. That's what happened, right?
No, I actually don't understand shading.
Oh, okay. I see.
That's more like it, to be honest.
I think I'm gonna have to send you the reference, the drawing regarding shading. But basically, as you can see, so I see you're trying to do it here. So what I did, so I just imagined that your light was probably right there in that spot. So his his right side will be like a little bit lighted. So let's see for the hair will be something like this. And then on the other side, you have more shadows casted. So the thing is with light, when you have light on one side, so the opposite side will be casting shadow. I mean, that's how it is. That's basically how it works. But overall, I love it. I mean, you did great.
Thanks.
All right. All right. I think that's it for now. So now we're gonna start drawing cars using triangles and no, not triangles. Yes, triangles, square, rectangles, and circles. The thing I need to do. All right. So let's take a sheet of paper. What we're going to do, we're going to draw, let's say I want to draw a small sedan, a very economic car, but in a very cartoonish way. So what we do, we're going to draw a rectangle like so. And then probably on that area, I'm going to draw almost like a square. I say a second rectangle right here. And this line will be the line for the horizon because we don't want our drawing to be too flat. And this little line right here will be this represent mostly the ground, but it's also this line can be used as reference for the shadow of the bottle. So now what we're going to do, we can either start with the doors or the wheels. I think I'm gonna start with the wheels first. And don't press too hard on your pencil, on the pencil, because what we actually doing, we're actually drawing our guidelines or markups, of course. And feel free to use your eraser, yeah, just bring a few correction right there. See if, and around here, I'm gonna draw the front bumper. And then here we got the second bumper. And then we're going to draw, you see that rectangle, the rectangle on the top, slightly in the middle, we're gonna draw a vertical line to separate our door, and we continue all the way down. Like, as you can imagine, this car would be very, very old. Because most of the classic cars, they have those straight lines. Some of them have some curvy line, like so. So actually, will be using these curve probably at the corner of the front. So, and you see what you can do the same for the back. We'll draw a straight line from the front here. And now to avoid any confusion, starting from almost close to that tire, I'm gonna draw like almost a curve line, like so. So now I have an idea on how my car will look like, basically. So you can press a little harder on the pencil right now. I mean, if you want to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my lines. Press a little harder on the pencil. If you're using a 6B pencil, you don't really have to press that hard. Now to the top, and draw a little curve right in the round corner right here. corner. Yeah. Now for the bumper, the old cars. Some of these cars they had like a black bumper. Mostly, they were like plasticky, but some of them they had like a metallic bumper. So to show the difference between plastic and metal. So for the metal bumper, you don't you don't put any color. You just leave it white. But if you want to show that, okay, the bumper was actually was a rubber bumper, you can just a little harder on the pencil in here. So now let's draw our tires. Straight. Now we're going to draw like straight, confident lines, straight as possible. And let's not forget the side mirror. The whole car and do something like this. And of course, this little line right here. Door handle, nothing right. And for the light, the headlight, and headlight in the back. Now for the gas compartment, you can either draw a circle or a square. Put this little dot here. Now at this point, if I want, I can just leave the tires as it is, but I'm gonna give it a little more detail. So we draw these curved line. Little dot in the middle of the tire, of course. And then I fill this in. And of course, since this car is running on gas, so we need to show the exhaust. So you can draw something like this. Yeah, here is some smoke. Now, remember the shadow line. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna draw over shadow line right here. And if you want, give it a little, give it a little shape. So, and to make it more interesting, we draw over our horizon line. And we also add some detail. So, and we can also give the windows a little shine by drawing these little lines. Not too much, just so. And you can draw some these little lines right here, just to show that the car is actually driving. Just a little bit more convincing. But if you were to draw in your these lines a little longer, that would simply show that the car is driving super, super, super fast. And let's say our driver is actually going on vacation, right? So everywhere he goes, his energy is affecting the environment, of course. So what we can do, we can draw these little guys right here. Now, once you have your car and you know how it will look like, if you want, you can either use a marker or a pen and draw over, these lines just to make them like a little bit thicker, and you had the details in the background, like so. Now, at this point, if you want, you can add some colors just to make it pop a little bit more. So overall, this is how, that's how it is. That's how we do it. So the first thing we do, we draw our guidelines like so, and make sure from the beginning you draw, this little line just to show that, okay, this is where I'm gonna put my shadow. And you can also draw another line right here just to show how tall or short your car will be. So you start with a large rectangle on the bottom, another rectangle on top, and then if you want, you can right away draw your background, or you can just focus on the car itself.
So excuse me.
Yep.
So have you could have some stuff on the car that it's going on vacation?
You mean, you're talking about adding elements to make it more convincing?
Yeah.
Well, there are many things you can do. Okay, let me
Okay.
show you. So if you want, it depends on what you're trying to showcase. Another thing you can do, I'm gonna, let's say, let's just show you real quick. So usually when people go on vacation, they have a lot of stuff on the top of their cars. So they have something like this. or if you want. All good?
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Now, let's say we were to draw ice cream truck, right? Are you done with the first drawing, right, guys? Just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Perfect. So it's the same thing we did for the car. We're gonna do it for the ice cream truck. But so basically, let's say I start right here. So let's yeah, very slightly draw this little line. This would be my shadow line, and this is how tall I want my truck to be. Yeah, I'm gonna start with rectangle. This actually will be the back of the truck. Now for the front, here we have another rectangle, right, like so. And we have a little, almost like a square. That part would be for the engine compartment and the front tire, front wheel. So it will look something like this, right? Actually, not exaggerated too much. Just this.
Are you showing an example?
Well, I have like a few images. If you want after this drawing, I can show you. The thing is, there are many styles. There are many styles. For example, I can show that real quick.
Okay.
Liam, my interpretation is that Henry is showing us examples of how to do a truck, starting with different sizes of rectangles. And I am guessing he is going to put the circles as wheels later. But these rectangles are different heights compared to the car example that he showed us. Okay, he's breaking a big truck into simple shapes. That is what I get. Want to share with
They're
you.
actually doing, and we basically using our imagination. But this photo right there, I'll share it with you by the end of the class, of course, so that you can use it and draw and practice. But this is basic. We're doing something similar to this. So, Liam, right?
Yeah.
So if you want, at the end of the class, I can send you, I mean, basically everybody, I will send you photos and references and also other drawings so that you can use and practice so you get a better idea.
Okay.
Right, and the big message I got is that break things down into simple shapes to start. And then you make those shapes into more realistic cartoon figures. That's what I got from Carl. Is that right?
Yes, you're trying to deconstruct in order to construct. Basically. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
All right. So now that we have the shape of our truck, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna straight ahead, we're gonna draw our truck, right? So yes. I have some round corner right there, of course. Put a bumper here. And for the front, yeah, a bumper in the front right there. Now, the front wheel will be around this area here, in between this line. So it will look something like this. So my shadow line obviously will be here right there. 'Cause I don't want my truck to be too high from the ground. Draw another circle in the middle. So now for the back, around that area, we can draw almost like a rectangle, but with round corners, like so. And then we put the second wheel around here. Look now, some trucks they have this almost this straight line in the front, but some trucks they have almost like this curve like there. In this case, it's personal choice. And I cut that here. And for the front door, you can start from this angle right here. Slightly angle. So and we draw a window. And you got the chair and the steering wheel, door handle. And you got the light. But if you want, you can do something like this to show that this is a very kind of old truck. Now for the back, you can have something like this, right? This represents actually the window. Now, what we're going to do, draw this little circle because what I want to do, I want to draw, that the part that covers, the window, almost like, the shade. You will go like this. So once you're done with your truck and you erase your pencil lines, the pencil lines that you don't like and you don't want, you should have something similar to this overall. And of course, if you want, you can add more details right here. And to make it more interesting, and this is an ice cream truck, of course. And since you want to make sure you don't make too much mistakes, very lightly with your pencil, draw these circles right here. Give yourself a little more guides. And if you want, you can get a little more detail. So, and let's not forget the exhaust. can either do this, or if you want, you can draw a long exhaust here. Now the ice cream truck is not actually moving, so there's no need for us to add lines in the back like so. But you can still give it a little smoke, just a little bit. And to make it more interesting.
Cal, there is a question.
Yep.
Can
Go
we
ahead.
put smiles on the ice cream that's above the driver's part, the one that sticks out?
Yeah, sure.
Of course, it's your liberty. All artists, um, I think when Carl is giving us an example, it's just one possible way of doing things. You can take liberty into your own hands, create various fun variations. So please do your own. You don't have to be doing exactly what Carl is illustrating. Thank you.
Oops. Give me a second.
I'm going to interrupt and insert my own thought also. Just because we're making happy drawings doesn't mean that every single memory, every single painting has to be happy. Sometimes the ice cream might have dropped. I think that might have happened to some people. That might be a memory. Ice cream melted, many situations. So use your creativity, use your memories to create your own version of the story with cartooning. Thank you.
All right. So I'm gonna give you some time just to watch the drawing, and in just a few seconds, I'm gonna give you a classwork. So I'm gonna give you an image, and you're going to try to imitate what you see, but in a cartoonish way. So I don't know if anyone has a question for now.
This is the time for questions. If you have, you could unmute yourself or you could type the question in the chat. I will monitor.
Carl,
Can you tell us, this is a moving truck and the other one was a speed truck?
You're talking about on the first drawing. You're talking about this one.
Uh-huh.
In that case, yeah, the car was moving, so I had it in a few lines just to show that. Okay, just to show motion. So whenever you want to show motion, you just had a little lines in the back of the vehicle, not too much. Just a
Right,
Carl,
few.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I also see you have drawn the shape of the gas coming out of the pipe at the end. Is that there to show speed or just to show that this is a running vehicle?
That right there.
Yes,
No, it's actually showing that the car is standing and it's like idling. So uh, just yeah, but it's not moving.
I see.
Yeah,
So
but
if you want to show the cars moving, you would rather add a horizontal line somewhere to show.
yeah, somewhere
I
in the
see.
back, somewhere in the
Thank
back.
you.
Yes.
Would you add a few people to show that the car is stationary? People are actually lining up to get.
That you can do. That you can do. If you
Yes.
want, you can
Okay.
have a few people around.
Right.
Yes.
So we could add our environments, whether it's natural scenery or people, in
Yes.
any of the drawings that Kyle illustrate. Take the liberty in your own hands. Do your artistic creations, everyone. Including color also. If you feel this is an ice cream truck in front of the ocean or in front of a tall skyscraper, fill in the rest. Are there other questions for Carl? You could
Not
speak
at the
up
moment.
or you could type in the chat. The homework assignment, as I mentioned in the chat, is to draw a cartoon drawing of a vehicle from your childhood memory. The vehicle could be a car, could be a van, could be a bus, could be a truck, ice cream truck as this. It could be a bicycle. It could be a wagon. I don't know how to do a wagon drawn by horse, but use your reference photos from your childhood memories and draw some. You are also encouraged to put in the environment of the vehicle, whether it's a city scene, it's a country scene, whether it's vacationing, whether it's summer, winter, autumn. Use colors to enhance it. That's the homework for this class today. And when you submit the homework to Carl, he will be able to give you some feedback.
All right. I think I'm gonna share the homework with you guys. No, not the homework. Passport actually. Yes. Nani else already mentioned the homework. Can you see the image clearly?
Let me see. Yes, I see a black car in front of. Oh, is this Columbus? Where is this? Somewhere. Where is this? In front of a city, the structure in front of a lion and sculptures and then many domes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where does this picture come from?
It's actually from Europe that and it's part of the collection of images that I have.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of in the, yeah, not a very warm day. Oh, somebody say this is London.
London. Oh,
I see. Okay.
oh, yes, it is
Connie,
actually.
where are you from, Connie? Oh, Liam, people are saying yes in the chat because they are answering Carl's question whether we could see the image Carl is sharing with us. Is
Oh,
this the
okay.
in class? This is the in class image, Carl, right? That you would like us to draw, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this is the in class assignment right this moment. How many minutes do you allocate us to draw?
30. Actually, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay. So we have 30 minutes to be inspired by this reference photo of a black car in London on a relatively cloudy day, even though I do see blue sky, on maybe spring or fall weather, right? Most people have some kind of jacket on. It's not hot summer day. During this time of drawing, if you have questions, you're welcome to ask and either verbally or type in the chat. I will monitor the chat. So the step, as Carl stated in the chat, is first, draw your guideline. Second is to draw your car. Third is to add background elements. And again, feel free to be as creative as you want. And step 4 is to erase the lines you don't like. You have 30 minutes, actually now probably 25 minutes to do.
All right. Are we all done?
It's been 30 minutes already. My goodness, time flies. Okay, so if anyone else is done, please raise your hands either physically online or raise your hands with Zoom. I will pick people. Oh, Liam, raise your hand. Okay, I'm going to pick people now. 1 second, and then feature Liam. Okay. Again, this program is being recorded. So if you don't want to show your face, you could just put your work in front of your face when I feature you. But if your parents give you permission to show your face, it's okay. All right. Kyle, do you want to leave the share screen function so that
Yes,
we
yes,
could
yes.
see the people's work feature more prominently?
Mhm.
Okay, so Liam, you have your parents' permission, right, to show your face? Anyone else raise your hands? Okay. So Kyle, I am going to cancel your spotlighting. We'll only see the students, okay?
All right.
All right.
Let me see. Oh, very. I like it. I like it. I see you edit some. Oh, you edit the lines on the at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Um, for the background, next time if you want, you can try to make your line thicker. In the background from the left to the right to show and try to make it level. We'll try to put the trees and the mountain almost at the same level, but above. I mean, after that, I mean, I like it. I like the idea. Really great.
So Liam, do you have a story to tell about why you created this background yourself? Do you want to share that? If you do, you need to unmute. Right now, you are muted.
Oh yeah. So the story is how I created it.
You will need to put a picture in front of your face so we could see it. You could, yes, thank you. Okay. So why do you put that mountain looking blue? Someone say that they see mountain when they look at your picture. So tell us what's in your mind.
Those are snow mountains.
Snow mountain.
That's good.
Yeah, you see those snowflakes?
Yes,
I see.
yes.
And here's a cave right here, all that black stuff, and here's like a Japan building.
Interesting.
And here's hills. Here's the
Yeah, I see
ocean.
that. I see the hills.
Here's the forest with giraffes, pandas, and all those stuff. And here's the desert.
Wow. So this is a whole entire world geographically captured in your traveling cartoon. This car has traveled the whole entire world now
Yeah.
in different climates and geography. Impressive. The
This
world
is
I
traveling
like the
case
idea.
in
I like the idea.
Antarctica here.
Antarctica also. My goodness. That
And
is a
the
world
snow
explorer.
mountains.
Okay.
Very creative.
So Kyle's instruction comment is that the only thing is the mountain could be at the same level as the trees.
Yes, I was talking about the
Okay.
line. The line at the bottom of the mountain. Keep it the same as the line that's, yeah, just put it on the same level. But above all that, it's great. I love it.
Wonderful.
All right,
Thank
you're
you,
welcome,
Kyle.
Nia.
Thank you, Liam. Is there another person who want to show your work from today's class? Or if you do not, do you have questions and comments for us? Okay, Laura, which Laura? Let me see. You need to turn on your video so I can find you and spotlight you, Laura. Laura, oh yes, I see you now, Laura. Yes. Okay. Very good. Laura, you're muted. If you want to talk, yes.
Okay, there it is.
Cal, you can see, right? Everyone
Let me
can
if I
see.
can.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, Cal is going to give us some constructive
to-
critique.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can zoom in. Okay. I mean, the only thing, okay, that's good right there. The only thing I would add the shadows, at the bottom, just to show that the car is not floating actually. And also I see you try to do some perspective. So if you want to do some perspective in the background, might as well do it uh, for the rest of the building. But above all that, I mean, I kind of like it. Yeah, overall, I like the idea. Just had the little shadow at the bottom of the car, just to show that it's not floating, and maybe a little bit of shadow in the background, just to make it a little bit more dynamic. But it's great.
I love the lion, the lion of the lion looking upon the world. The lion statue, is that it? Okay. Now I think Sveta was raising hand before, right? Where are you, Sveta? Pretty. Let me see. Okay. All right. You're muted. You need to unmute. Yes.
Can you see?
Cal, you
Ah,
could see, right?
yes, yes. Yay, I love it. I like the way you draw the line. Okay, I like it. Same thing you hear. The shadow. I see. Yeah. So make you can. Yeah, I see you. It looks like you cut the shadow. You didn't have to cut it. You cut it
Okay.
because usually the shadow follows the shape of the object basically. So you could continue it. Yeah. There's no need to cut the shadow. And above. Wait a minute. What I see. Okay, I like that style. I love that style. It's really great. Um, just the shadow. Yes, just the shadow.
Oh,
And the horizon line, you can make it a little bit more, a little bit thicker, just to make a contrast. But after that, yeah, it's good. Great work.
Okay.
Yeah, great work. No, one more thing for the door in the
Yeah.
back, you could draw. You see that line? Uh, that vertical line for the yes, you could draw it. Yeah, yeah, just to make sure that okay, this
Okay.
is the word. Yeah. All right. Great work.
Thank you.
Okay, who is next? I'm looking. Sandy. Sandy's work is a little bit out of focus. Maybe pull away from the camera a little bit.
Is that better?
Let me see.
It is better. I don't know why it's out of focus. Maybe it's my screen. Is it
No,
out of
it's not the
focus for
screen.
other
It's
people?
not the screen. Right there. I mean, I can see it. I can see it still.
Okay.
Must be the camera.
Might be my camera. I'm not
No,
sure.
that's okay. I love the general idea. I mean, you want. I see you added some. Oh, you added eyes and mouth. Okay, so you wanted to show that. Okay, this is a happy life, happy city, right? And for the car, you could have a little. You could thicken the lines. The outline.
Okay.
Make them a little thicker, just to make the contrast between the car and the background.
Okay.
But after that, I love the idea. It's great. I like the way you drew the line, of the buildings.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome.
I like the lamppost, that little detail.
I like the
The
I
distance.
liked it myself. It's
Yes.
different. Yeah.
Have you been to London?
Many, many, many years ago in
You got it.
1969.
It's imprinted.
Yep.
You got it. Okay, thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Who is next? Let me look. Who else? Raise hands. I don't see anyone else raising hands. I'm gonna ask in Chinese, just in case. 夏婆婆，你听得见吗？你今天有没有画的画？夏婆婆，你今天的画可不可以让我们大家看看？哦，好的，OK。All right, so this is Connie. OK，你要把这个画放在现在好了，现在好了。Oh, Connie made a different image. Carl.
Yes, I see.
That's
I see.
architecture. OK，别动，你现在
Comment on it.
There's more. I guess 你要放远一点，要放远一点，要放在那个镜头稍微远一点的地方。要离开镜头的距离要远一点。对 ，OK。你画了好多今天。Okay, so I guess she did make.
I mean, with a little bit of practice, she will get it, because she started off great. You just a little bit more practice, and also if she wants to add contrast, just make the line thicker, especially for the car.
Okay, all right. I'll give her feedback privately later. Thank you. 谢谢夏婆婆。Okay, anyone else who have something to share?
Laura.
Oh, Carolyn. I see
Laura
Carolyn.
and Carolyn. Okay.
Laura, we featured before. Caroline now. Wow, look at that. This is Caroline. Maybe back up a little bit. The people got chopped up before.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I see. Laura, is that alcohol marker or water paint? Water paint.
Oh, that's Karen.
No,
oh,
Caroline. Caroline. Wait.
Yes, Caroline, is this an ink drawing? To me, it's like an ink drawing.
It was, I had a fine Sharpie.
Oh, and fine
So
Sharpie.
after I drew it in pencil,
Okay.
then I used a fine Sharpie and
Okay.
a color pencil for the
A
whatever.
color
sticker.
pencil. Okay. So what you can do, like that, if you want, you could use the same Sharpie to draw the shadow in the at the bottom, and just add a little bit more lines in the background. But overall, I like the concept.
The question I had, I had the black Sharpie and I had the tires black. So now we had the shadow underneath it, and I thought maybe I'd lose the tire if I
Yeah, I see.
darkened.
I saw your concern. Yeah.
So how would I do that?
Well, here's the thing: the darker the shadow, it will have a little contrast. But if you want, you can use a gray colored pencil to draw your
Yeah.
shadow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Good. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to pick Laura S. That's a different Laura. I apologize for confusing. Okay, Laura S. Okay,
That's
good,
okay.
good.
I'm so glad we're more than one Laura, Laura Power.
Yes, that's a
Let's see.
popular, good name.
Thank you. This is a fabulous class. I'm a newcomer and I'm learning from everyone. Here's what I have. So
Oh, I'm happy you like that. You like it. Mm, okay. Only thing, yeah, just at the bottom, just had some shadow. I see that you have a different approach. Yes, just a shadow, just to show that the car is not floating away. You can use like little darker shadow right at the bottom of the tires.
here,
Yes,
okay,
yes, just a little darken them a little bit. Yeah,
okay.
yes. But overall, I like the idea. Um, Also, let's not forget those little lines, vertical line that separate the doors, just to show that okay, yeah, it's two doors actually. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And the same on the other side. And you're good.
Thank you.
Can you tell
You're
us
welcome.
your environment? Is this a tropical background?
It's tropical because that's what it feels like to me today.
Aha.
Tropical.
Oh,
Although I like the snow mountains better. So thank you, Liam. That cooled me off.
Thank you. I want to be in that the sea breeze under that tree. Thank you. Okay, who else want to share your classwork?
yeah.
Anybody
Polina.
else? Or anyone has questions, comments, suggestions for this class? We have recorded the class. You could see the recording later. Kyle is going to send that link for the recording. And if you have suggestions for us, please let us know. There should be 4 more classes coming. We meet every Wednesday afternoon, 1 to 3 Eastern Time, with the same Zoom ID. And reference drawings will be sent later from Kyle. And the homework again for this class is to find your childhood memory and draw a cartoon interpretation of a vehicle. It could be a bike, it could be a truck, a car, a bus from your childhood in any kind of environment that's suitable from the place that you grew up. Add colors, add anything else, use your creativity. That's the homework.
I just want to say, first of all, thank you. This class is so much fun. I'm really enjoying it.
You're welcome.
This is great feedback. This is great feedback. We have 4 more classes. And this is the last segment of the Memories of Home program that's generously funded by the Refson Foundation. During the second segment, the Asian brush painting, some of the participants donated towards more sessions of the Asian brush painting class by Henry Lee. If you feel like you would like to have additional sessions of cartoon drawing, you could do similar things. But when you do donate to BPL, please mention what your intention is, whether it's painting, whether it's something else, but mention specifically so that money could be set aside towards the purpose that you intend to donate. Otherwise, the donation would still be good towards BPL. It will go into a general pot, And if you do use our website to donate, at the moment, I guess today is the last day in June. There is a matching donation from the board of trustees. So $5 will become $10. The first $5 you donated will go into the course, the particular project you're supporting. The matching one will be going into a general funding for BPL. And if you do that, if you choose the credit card payment option, it has a common field at the very bottom where you could specify where your fund should go to. If you use the PayPal function, there is no such designation field, so it would only go to the general purpose funding. If you mail a check to BPL, then you could write in your check specifically the purpose of your donation. I'm sorry to take so much time to explain this, but this is an opportunity. Thank you very much for all the people who have contributed, and I will try to arrange with Henry Lee after I know how much fundraising have gathered. Thank you very much. We still have a few minutes. If you have work to show, please show. If you have questions, comments, feedbacks, suggestions, please either send me an email or mention it now or type it in chat.
I believe that's all. We have a few more minutes, right?
Yes, we have. And Yatunde commented that you're happy to support. I don't know whether you have received the link or not. I will send you a link privately for donating to BPL. You are very welcome to unmute, everyone, and share your thoughts, questions, anything. I should show my face. I'm sorry, I have been
Yanli,
talking in the back. Hello,
Yanli,
everybody.
we miss you. Show your work, Yanli.
Show my work. Oh well, my background, that abstract color thing was one of the watercolors that my colleague Paula inspired me to do when we were working towards this grant application for the Refson Foundation to sponsor this series of 24 painting programs. So thank you, Paula. And I happen to be wearing one of those yellow color that look like that yellow by chance, not by design.
Where your work? Show your work.
Oh, today I did not. I was busy talking.
Let me show Maya. Okay.
Okay,
I was,
Lena.
okay.
Lena is the head of the Borough Park Library that work collaboratively with Pelican Library.
Can you see it?
You
No?
need to remove your background,
Oh, okay.
the virtual background. Otherwise, it's hard to focus.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Let me move the background. Which
And I have a few.
what the how to move? I don't know how to move. Oh, okay. Maybe this.
Just disable. Don't select the virtual background. Just select nothing as.
Have you seen that?
No, you're black. Is your video on? You probably turn off your video.
Okay.
You need to turn your video on.
I turn on. Something wrong.
Okay, your virtual back. Okay, we could see it now. Okay, very good. How do you see this very colorful?
Nina.
Yeah, very good.
Been a
Lina
long
gets
time.
gets
We've
a
been
star.
waiting for so long, Lina. This is great work.
I was I actually I didn't follow because busy, but today I said let me do something, so I made it.
This is watercolor, right?
No, the marker.
Oh, marker. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. one thing you could do.
Lena, hold it still. Hold it still. Don't move too
Okay,
much.
okay,
Rest your elbow on your table, maybe, to hold it still.
okay, okay.
Perfect.
Yes. So like, what I would say, I see you. Okay. You're not really finished with the artwork, right?
Yeah, not
Okay. So for the
the
shot,
statues that there's some line. I didn't get a chance to do it. I was tell the truth. I was sending an email to someone. I have to reply, so I stopped for this.
started, so you could continue the shadow up to the, you know, the front of the car, and what else? What else? You could add a little more gray in the car, maybe at the bottom, just to make it a little darker.
Oh
But
yeah,
overall, yes. But overall, I love it. I like what you did actually with the marker. It's really great.
thank you.
We have
Because usually I draw. I do not go to the how to say the draft or something. I use the markers go to draw right away one time.
I see. I see.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
Lena,
finish.
don't go away yet. We have a
Mm.
comment. We have a pair of very sharp eyes
Mm.
among our peers. Yotande noticed that your buildings has characters. Your building have human faces.
Yeah,
Has
because I was
emotion.
from the cow that the first one they added some faces, so I tried to add
Okay.
something too. Gave me some idea, make a little funny. So
Yes, each one of your building has its own beautiful expressions. I especially like the one with the purple mouse. He feel like he's squeezed in between those two buildings, right? You put some words. I feel that there's some words that he's saying. I'm about
okay,
to search.
so down.
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Thank
you.
you. That's
In this
beautiful.
way, it looks like a cartoon pictures. Yeah. Beautiful. Very
Thanks.
Awesome.
creative.
Yes, we love the faces. That make it unique. So again, make it unique. You are the artist. Take your artistic liberty in your hands. Make something unique. That's the fun
Okay.
part.
Oh, the cow, I just want to tell you, I was in the branch sunset. The one lady, I'm not sure she's here today or not. She particularly tell me he want to say the thank you for you. And he feels a lot of fun because she told me she's beginning and in the started she sort of I have no any skills, maybe I cannot follow or something, but start with your course he really enjoy it, he can follow with it. So
Good
Thank
to
you so
hear. Good to
much.
hear.
yeah, happy, especially for the senior, they are beginner, they have no any skills before, say they don't know how they will like, can I follow with it, can I draw something, but after that he had the confidence he really can draw something. You feel happy. Okay.
Yes, because Carl is giving us drawing techniques and skills.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not just cartooning.
Yeah, not
So-
just the directly go to the items or figures. You from the lines, shadows, and the human bodies, or some one by one, step by step. That is important because when we learn that the basic skill, if we want to continue, and we know so how to start it, how to go further. That is important. Thank you.
Right. And then also for anyone who is interested in painting programs, many of the paintings will benefit from basic sketching, drawing skills as a good foundation. So remember the things we learned from Carl, and I hope everybody enjoy the process of the drawing and expand to various type of painting because fundamentally everything is the same. Enjoy everything, and it's 3 o'clock now. If there is no additional questions or comments,
Cal, also I copy yours like this.
Oh,
Oh,
You
okay.
let me
advertise.
spotlight you.
Yeah, I copy it.
This
Oh, you
is,
did great.
yes, yes,
Also, last
BPL. This
night
is a,
I
this
said,
is an
let me,
airplane.
yeah, I copy even the words, the letters. Let's draw cartoon.
Lena,
Oh, man. Yes.
Lena,
Yeah.
you did that on my birthday.
Pardon?
You did that on my birthday.
Oh,
On
that is your
Liam's
birthday? Oh,
birthday,
okay. Yeah, you saw
drew
the
that.
line. Okay.
Maybe that's
Oh.
Liam. Maybe that boy is Liam. How old?
Yeah.
Is that possible? Liam, do you want to be a pilot? I see that you like to explore the world from your painting. The painting, the car was going from all over the world. Maybe you can be a
Okay.
pilot flying all over. Maybe you can be an astronaut watching our Earth from outer space.
Okay, I have another meeting, have to go. So thank you, everyone. So see you next class. Thank you, Cal.
You're welcome.
Yes. We'll
And
see you
thank you,
next
everybody, for
Wednesday.
being
See
here.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye
I'll
bye.
Bye.
post the picture so you can remember it.
All right.
Oh, it's so cute.
Thank you. It
Yeah.
was so fun.
Okay, enjoy
Bye.
the rest of the day and the week. Happy drawing,
too.
happy painting. Be healthy.
Bye-bye.
I'm going to end the session for everybody now. Bye bye. Be
Bye.
well.
Bye. Yeah, thank you, Yong Li, and thanks, Henry, everybody. Bye.
Pearl, you are progressing so well. I see your paintings from other class. You're amazing. Keep up with your good work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. That's why I need every skills.
You got it. You got it. You're progressing so well. I'm very impressed. Keep up.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
All right.